Everyone has stuff, sometimes lots of stuff. By Sharon Sherling, Life Strategies Coach, Refined Perspectives. So where does our stuff come from? Well, we get gifts. So a lot of the stuff that we have, we got from someone else. Sometimes we go out and get our own stuff. We need stuff. We need furniture. We need clothing. We need computers. We need all kinds of stuff. So we go out and get our own stuff. Sometimes people give us stuff they don't want. They're cleaning out their stuff and they think we could use some of their stuff, so they give it to us. Sometimes we inherit stuff from people we love. So why do we keep that stuff? Well, we might need it someday. We love some of our stuff. Some of the stuff we own, we actually saved up to purchase. So we love our stuff. Some of it was my grandmother's stuff. So I loved my grandmother, so I love her stuff. We really do need some of our stuff, some things like mortgage payment, information, files, books. Some of our stuff we actually need, and we want to keep it in a safe place, but it just becomes part of our stuff if we don't take care of it. So think about the possibilities with all of your stuff. Think about your stuff. Look around the room at your stuff. Does everything in the room that you're looking at right now mean something to you? What is your relationship with your stuff? Do you know where everything is and you cherish everything? Or is it just stuff you own? Could you let go of some of your stuff? Is your stuff holding you back? Are you afraid to have people over because your stuff takes up way too much space? There's no place for them to sit, and they would judge you for having so much stuff. Do you spend a lot of time keeping track of your stuff? Do you have so much stuff that you have to rearrange all your stuff to get new stuff in? Do you want to start a new hobby, but you can't find room for your new hobby? Do you want to start a relationship, but you don't have room for a new person in your life because you're afraid they might actually judge you for having too much stuff? So today is the day where we've put off dealing with your stuff for a long, long time. And you think that you can deal with your stuff later, and you try really hard, but if you're really thinking that later is better, you're really fooling yourself. You're just waiting for more stuff to accumulate, and later never ever really comes. This is not just about getting rid of stuff. It's identifying the important stuff and helping you preserve it, and identifying that stuff that you have for no other reason than it just came to reside in your house. So there is really no time like the present. If you really are serious about getting rid of your stuff, it's now or never. So when you hear the word clutter, what really is clutter? Well, clutter is simply stuff that doesn't have a permanent home. So if you've got stuff standing around in piles and under tables and hanging out the closet doors and got so much stuff laying around that it doesn't really have a permanent home, it's really what we would call clutter. And when you think about what clutter really is, it's about postponed decisions. So in other words, if you come home with a new pair of shoes and you go to put it in your closet and there's no room in your closet and you put them someplace else temporarily, that means that item has no place to live. So it's really just become clutter. So where do you start? Well, the first step in starting to declutter is to look around at all your stuff and decide what you really, really love. So go from room to room and assess all your stuff. If you love it, keep it. If you don't love it, lose it. That's the simple rules of decluttering. So where do you start? The first step is starting to declutter is to look at all your stuff and decide what you really love. Go from room to room, assess all of your stuff. If you love it, keep it. If you don't, lose it. That's the only rule. If an item does not have a specific purpose, or if it is not loved, then you need to just lose it. So your first week's assignment is to pick one room in your space and analyze every item in it. I don't expect anyone to start with their entire house. If the room is too much for you, then pick a cupboard. pick a closet, pick a small space. But just analyze everything in it, and if you don't need it, so it doesn't serve a useful purpose, or you don't love it, then just lose it. And that's how you begin to get rid of the clutter in your space. Thank you.